Welcome back to episode 38. Is it 38?
Nah, it's like 40 now.
No way.
Nailed it, bro.
Welcome back
Nailed
to
it.
Qualified Dropouts. I am Ian, owner of Embrace the Journey. This is Asher, owner of Better Than Before. I almost forgot about it.
On it.
Yeah, we have a banger episode coming to you guys today. We're going to
Dude.
talk about, go ahead.
Dude, banger. We're going to talk about the waiting season. Super important.
Patience.
Patience, the waiting
We
season.
all struggle with it. I struggle with it.
Y'all have probably already, because this video has already been on my channel, but people told me make a video about it and also make a podcast about it. That's why I'm bringing this to your attention as well, because two brains is better than one, right? So let me open up this.
Hopefully.
Let me open
Sometimes
Let me
it
crack
makes
open my
sometimes
beer.
it makes things worse. Depending on the situation.
Yeah, I think, by the way, that wasn't a beer. It was a seltzer water. It's just a saying. Let me crack
seltzer.
open my beer.
So that's our next sponsor is a seltzer brand or a beer brand.
No. Hopefully,
That would be awesome.
Hopefully, the next sponsor
Maybe we should
is...
comment down below if you guys want to see us just get like tipsy or drunk every episode and then we talk.
That'd
be dope.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
If maybe like once a month had like a tipsy podcast.
Why don't we film it on Saturday or Sunday?
Dude, I don't think I'm ever gonna get drunk again, man.
On Sunday we do.
No, we don't get drunk on Sunday.
Oh, we don't get drunk.
We don't get. We get like, but dude, it's
I
just
get
like
buzzed.
it's just. I think you get a little bit more up there than me, but it's like, there's like,
That's like the
really,
perfect time to talk because you're
I know.
you're buzzed enough where you have enough energy and you can still see straight and you're like energetic.
Yeah, it just some stuff we say. I don't know if we should say to the public sometimes.
Why? That's horrible. What? No.
Some things.
Like what?
I can't think of anything in specific.
I don't think we say anything bad.
You don't think so?
No. I think the weirdest thing you say is butt plug.
I don't even know. I forgot how I started saying that. That was from
Like, what's up, butt plug?
Oh, that was from The Office. And what's his name? Shoot, Packer. That's his name. Packer, it was St. Patrick's Day, and Michael calls Packer, and he was like, hey, Pac-Man, how's it going, stud? He was like, oh, what's up, butt plug? I'm just having a beer, or something like that, at a bar, and it was really funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's kind of besides the point.
But, all right, let's reel it back in.
Man, where do we start?
You lead it.
Where do we start on
This is
this
kind of
topic?
your topic.
Yeah. Man. So first I wanted to start off by saying, what is the waiting season? Because a lot of people are confused on what it is, and if they're in it. And the thing is you can be in waiting seasons in multiple areas of your life. So it's not just like this one curtain over like everything. It's like, no, you can be in the waiting season in maybe this area of your life, and then, you're not in the waiting season in this area. So the waiting season is basically where you're putting in a lot of effort and you haven't reaped the reward yet of putting in that effort. And the thing is with the waiting season, a lot of people like to give up in this season because they compare their timelines to others, and they're like, oh, well, he's this age and I'm this age as well, but I haven't reaped the rewards yet, so obviously it's not for me. When in reality, that's just simply not the case, because the person you're comparing yourself to, you have no idea what they've been through. And this has been a huge topic in my community, because people compare themselves to other 18-year-olds or 20-year-olds or these 25-year-olds that are multimillionaires, and they're like, well, I'm 28 and I'm not a millionaire yet, so I'm a loser. And it's like, that's not the case at all. Like, you don't know how long they've been doing it. You don't know what they've been through. And you just don't know their story.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the foundation of waiting season.
Okay. Yeah, I do also believe, though, sometimes some people are just in the right place, right time. They get lucky. You can call it luck, whatever. or they're just right place, right time. So maybe they blow up faster than they should have. But there still is repercussions to that as well. They have a lot of lessons they're going to learn. I would say we kind of learn, at least myself, I learned that a little bit. My coaching blew up, and you guys have heard this if you guys listen to the podcast. Blew up, and then it died down, and like I've had ups and downs and everything like that. So it comes and goes. That's just how business and everything is. But I agree. I think a lot of people start comparing themselves to other people on social media. I think social media is a double-edged sword where you can learn a lot from it, but then you can also feel really bad about yourself because you see other people doing things that you're trying to do. And so I think it's super important to understand that all you can do is you're never promised anything. All you can do is give it your all and keep doing your best, and you'll know if you're actually trying to put effort into something. I think a lot of people say they're putting in effort and they're doing this, but then they're actually not. I still do it to this day. But then basically, it's going to happen. Like, there is no promise to how much you'll make or promise to anything like that. Like, just because you work really hard doesn't mean you're guaranteed to be a millionaire. That's it. So
that's gonna hurt someone's feelings.
Well, I mean, I think the same thing for us too, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, not that I question if we'll be millionaires, but like, we could do all this work and then just cap, and maybe we just don't want to become millionaires. I'm gonna be honest, like, you're gonna start making money where it's like money doesn't matter, and it's like if you get to that point, you're happy. It's like, why would you care to push past that? Like, if it's sustainable, right? Obviously, you have to grow as a business, and you'll be doing that. But numbers on a screen isn't the dictation of it. It doesn't dictate how successful you are, and that's just something that I believe that has been put into society where it's like, well, how much money do you make? How much? It's like, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. It matters to an extent to pay your bills, but if I see somebody who started an agency or some type of social media thing, and they're making enough to pay their bills and they're just living their life, I consider that successful. Hands down. Now, if they start making a bunch of money, dope. But if you just start making money and you don't have to go work for somebody else and you did something that you never thought you could do, that's success right there. You just have to now just keep working on it. And now that's like the patience game where it's like keep doing the repetitions of the same shit, not really seeing too much improvement. It's like working out in the gym. You're going to work out, same reps, same exercises, compounded for years, and then you're going to see the big difference then. But it's going to take time, and it's the same shit, and you don't even know in the moment if you're actually growing from it, honestly.
Damn.
I just added a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a DM about that. That's gonna hurt someone's feelings.
What?
About you saying you may put in all this work and you may not become a millionaire.
I mean, it's true.
No, it's true.
It's true. It's hard to be. It's not easy to be a millionaire.
It's true, but that's gonna hurt someone's feelings.
People flex it like it's easy. I'm telling you, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not easy. People don't just become millionaires.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just wake up and like it just happens. It's hard. And there are responsibilities that come with being a millionaire and also things you have to give up too. I don't think people also realize that. I think they think it's just going to be easy. Like, oh, I become a millionaire, now I'm like set for life. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Just because you're like, no, it's just crazy. You can be a millionaire later on, but like being a millionaire revenue-wise every year, that shit's hard.
Yeah. We talked about that today in Winter Circle because this guy was like, I'm 16, I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 20. And I'm like, okay, that's delusion. They're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, that's delusion. You really think you're going to get there. And they're like, well, so-and-so did it. And I'm like, that's the whole point. And also, you have no idea his past. You have no idea what he went through, bro. And the thing is when you put a timeline on something like that, when you don't actually get there, you're going to think that you failed and you think that's going to be not for you. Right? Because I did that a lot last year in specific. Well, if I don't get to this number at this time, then maybe it's not for me and I suck.
It's fair.
So
that's why I think, judging or I don't know, success off money is just stupid.
Yeah.
And I think it was for me, that's what I did last year. And I hate that I did it, honestly. because it's like really like it's shitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not it.
Yeah.
And you just feel horrible. You just feel like a horrible human. I'm not even kidding. Like you just feel like never full.
Yeah.
Like you could hit your highest month and then still like feel worthless. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like I felt more of myself making less money than my best months last year. Where my best months, I felt horrible. I felt like I was a loser.
Mm.
It's crazy. Patience is key, guys.
Yeah. That's you're gonna hurt some people's feelings, bro.
Why?
Usually I'm the one hurting people's feelings. It's you in the spotlight this episode.
No. I think it's just true though.
No, it is.
It is. I think also another thing is people think they're like there's like, okay, being patient to see results is important, but also you have to know you're taking the daily actions so that patience pays off too. So
say that again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of
rephrase
it. So I think a lot of people will say, "Oh, I just need patience," but they still don't even like put in the work that's necessary every single day. They don't work hard. So they think it's just going to come, right? They think, oh, well, if I just do this, for a year, it's just going to happen.
This is what I wanted to dive into.
So I think patience, you have to understand, okay, am I doing enough daily actions that I'm seeing growth consistently, but also are putting in systems so when that moment comes in the future, your business does take off. And it's going to take time. That is patience, right? You have to get recognized more. You have to meet more people. You have to just fix some of the systems in your business, right? It's like a ship. You have to plug all the holes. So, but there's some people who will do the very bare minimum, post maybe once a week, and then be like, yeah, I just got to do this for a year. And it's just like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, that's not, no, you should be posting at least once a day. Like you should be at least super engaged with your community. You should be trying new ads. You should be trying new things. Like there is no point in like people will do the bare minimum, not even the bare minimum. And then they expect that patience is going to be their savior to get them to where they want to be. And it's like, no, you're just lazy too. So you have to be a hard worker and also patient worker. It's a hard combo.
That's good. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to dive into was because when people are in this season of waiting because they're trying to see their breakthrough and whatnot, they think that the patience means that, oh, it's just not for me right now. But it's like, no. It is time for you, but it's a test to see if you continue to put in the hours and put in the work while not reaping the rewards yet. So this whole patience thing is not about, oh, I need to wait a year, I need to wait 2 years. It's not really a timeline at all, honestly.
It's definite. It could be 30.
Yeah.
Andy Frisella is the biggest dude.
Is that the guy at First Form?
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
I think for 10 years, he profited like less than $1,000.
Dude. Same thing with Young.
Less than $1,000 a year or something. His first year, I think, of the supplements, he made $7.
Mm-hmm.
What? That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And guess what?
10 years. 10 years without being able to replace his full-time income. Like, couldn't even make money.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes, and then I question myself and I get stressed and I'm like, but I'm only a year and a half in.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, can I wait 10 years with no income? Like, could I do that mentally? That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's some tough shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could. You think you could? You think you could wait 10 years?
I think we love the game too much, bro. And also, we know that we couldn't go back. We've already gotten a taste.
Yeah. Man, 10 years, though.
And now look at him, though.
Yeah. He's freaking living life, dude. He owns so many, like...
Owns 30 supercars. Supercars.
Yeah. He lives a good life.
You want to talk about balling.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's minimum, like, $30 million right there. But... That's crazy. Yeah, but that's like the patient game too for him. And it's like there is no time frame. It's like, oh, if I just do this, give me a year to 2 years. It's just whenever you go into something, it's like you just got to be the one that's willing to stay the longest. You do that, you're going to beat everybody. Mm-hmm. And no one wants that competitiveness anymore. Like no one is competitive.
No one.
They they go into a business thinking the market's super saturated. They don't even want to compete for it. And they think that they're not going to stand out or do anything. So then they try to find another market that's new and no one's in it, but you'll never find one of those. This world's way too big and everything's going on way too fast for that to happen unless you – even then, no, every market's saturated. Doesn't matter what you say.
Everyone. Influencing is saturated.
Yeah.
We're doing a podcast right now, and there are millions of podcasts out there.
That are probably 10 times better than us.
Yeah.
But – as the years go on and we learn more, we could be the number one podcast. Who knows?
Yeah. We can talk about Alex Hormozy. How long did it take his podcast? 10 years?
Was it 10 years?
I thought it was 10.
3 or 5. 3 or 5.
It was a long time, whatever it was.
Yeah, 3 or 5.
Posting, I think, was it 2 to 3 episodes a week?
It was just once a week.
Oh, just once a week?
Sure, yeah.
But still on top of that, YouTube. Yeah.
It took him like 5 years to blow up. Like, to start seeing traction. He started blowing up last year.
Yeah.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He just was willing to stay in the game the longest and talk about it and adapt. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a lot of people are scared to, like, a lot of people just aren't competitive enough to do it. That's why they don't want to be patient. Like, patience isn't a time frame. It's just the patience or the waiting game is really just staying in it. Just doing it. Like, just keep on doing it and don't stop ever. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I feel like it's really, really hard to explain, like, at least my mindset when I started online coaching and how people ask me, like, plan Bs and shit and everything. And I'm like, no, like, there is nothing else. My game plan is to make enough money just to pay my bills. And I don't care if it's going to take me another 5 to 10 years to do that until I hit, like 100K months or, become a 7-figure business. Like, if I know that's fine. But the goal is to just hit my bills so I don't have to do like that's just the game. My game is I want to be able to stay in this game and just not give up. Like, it's never ending. Like, it is never ending. There is no other option. I'll be as patient as I need to be and just keep doing exactly what I need to be because I don't know what else I would do. What else would I do? Would I go back to college? Nah, I wouldn't do that shit.
I don't know.
I would do another sales job. But it's like, how
I
could...
don't know.
I don't know.
The thing is, though, is it's like we wouldn't want to make money for someone else. Ever.
That, but it's like we learn...
And also, like...
We learned how to market and use social media and, like, make internet money or whatever. So, like, why wouldn't we want to use those skills? Mm-hmm. Like, you could use it for somebody else, I guess. Mm-hmm. But, like, become maybe a partnership owner or do some other type of business. But, like, I mean, I don't know. It's just there is no giving up.
Yeah.
I don't know. People ask me, like, plan B. Like, what else? What if it doesn't work? What do you mean? If somebody asks you, if you start a business venture and you start making a little bit of money, but not enough, right? And somebody asks you, what if it doesn't work out? You usually look at me and say, what do you mean? Like, there is no other option. Like,
you're just say, what if it does?
You say, what if it does too? But then just ask, like, why? What do you mean by that? Mm-hmm. And then say, well, what if it's like, recession comes into play? Who gives a? There's still people don't. I don't think people realize how much money is out there, and how many people are out there with a lot of fucking money willing to pay for things. Mm-hmm. You just have to target them. There is an endless amount of money for you to make. Doesn't matter if there's a recession. Doesn't matter if it's a different type of it doesn't matter. There's so much money to make out there. Doesn't matter if there's other people who are way bigger than you. But look at them and just ask them, what do you mean by that? Because you're never going to give up. If you have that mindset, you won't worry about patience. You're just going to keep doing the exact same thing. Yeah, and you'll be successful.
Yeah, what do you think it was for us?
What?
Because even last year we put a time frame on a lot of things. So what do you think the switch was for us? Because we used to view patience as okay in a year from now. Now it's when I die. That's our patience now.
Oh yeah.
It's completely switched from in a
that's
year
a good
or 2
question.
years we'll be here, but we got to be patient until then. Now it's like, I'll do this until I die.
To be honest, you know what? You want to know why? Like what switched for me was we were preached. We were like, it was like somebody, like our heads were like balloons and someone was blowing a bunch of air into it and just saying, hey, this is doable, this is doable. We had such high expectations and we saw so many people doing it. And you just become so consumed with the people around you and then saying, yeah, you can do it in a year, you can do it. And then putting this like false, not that they're false, they're definitely doable. But it's also like they're doable. But you need to also understand everyone has a different journey. Like, that's it. It doesn't matter. Like, you could start making $10K a month in 3 months. Shit, I did it. I'm not even kidding. I think I had my first $10K a month in 3 months. Doesn't mean it's going to be forever. And a lot of these people who do that, or they hit it once, they claim they hit it all the time. Doesn't mean true. Like, that's what I've also realized a lot, too.
Yeah.
They lie about numbers. People lie about numbers.
That's a crucial point right there, and that's something I wanted to dive into as well.
But I think for me, what switched is when I finally was like, okay, there's people who were like blowing into our ears. Like, we started to like, we got the motivation part and started our business. We knew how to do, like, we went over that hump using mentors and everything. But then now it's like, okay, how do we build a really, really structured business? And like, this does take time. And I think being realistic in our own world, though, because like some people think being realistic is a bad thing. Like being realistic is like, oh, that's not going to work. No. Being realistic is taking a look at yourself, evaluating what you can accomplish in a year and saying, okay, if I put in this work, this is going to take time. I haven't found my niche yet. I didn't find my niche yet. I didn't find my niche till the end of the last year. That's what also flips. I had no idea what my business was going to be. Mm. Now I do.
Yeah.
So I had to find my niche and being realistic with my skills and what I was doing every day. And then I was like, you know what? This is going to take time. And when I finally detached the time frame of like, I have to start making this much and this much and this much and then 20K and then 30K, doing business seemed way more enjoyable. Making adjustments to my program, just posting, just doing the daily things became so much more enjoyable and less money hungry, I guess.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it was just towards the end of last year when we went through all those things. I mean, I think that's when I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to myself from now because I trust myself now.
Yeah.
And I believe myself and just being realistic with what my skills are. And just having confidence in myself and business because in the beginning you don't.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it was like I finally built confidence in business. I knew what I was doing. Now I need to trust myself to not have to rely on some other people. So, yeah. When was your switch of you not, like, looking at timeline of, like, a year from now? Or like I think doing vision boards are important, and I do them. But for you? Was there a moment, or is it more of just...
I think it's a stack of multiple things that we learned, but I think the biggest thing for me was when I started to realize that I was more fulfilled posting content that I wanted to post and not specifically geared towards money and getting more clients. That's when I realized, okay, I can do this for the rest of my life because I genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think before I enjoyed it because I enjoyed the money. But now, the state I'm at now, if I had to go get another job, I would still continue to do this. And I think that is what the patience game is.
Yeah.
Is how long can you stay in the game to potentially maybe not even reap the rewards of what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And I think once you find that, and then you can label it as, oh, I'll just do it for the rest of my life because you love it that much, that's when you're actually in it.
Yeah.
For me, That's what it is. And real quick, I just wanted to touch base on how we were saying how a lot of people, popular people on the internet now, are saying, make $10,000 in 6 months doing X. I can show you how.
Yeah,
that is
scam.
I don't want to sit here and say, don't listen to those guys. They're a scam, whatever.
You know, it's partially illegal to do that.
It is, but also what I want to tell you guys is if you get in that mindset, you are going to be so sad.
Yeah.
So sad. You want to know why people start those businesses?
Because their business failed?
I wouldn't say because it failed. It may have. I don't know. But it's because they want to teach people the correct way in which they wish they would have gotten taught.
I believe that. Also,
and they want to remember how it was when they first started. They want to be like, oh, I remember that part of my journey. Yeah.
No, I think everybody here enjoys helping others do things. I mean, it's like Brandon, like me, like kind of helping Brandon and coaching Brandon. It's like really cool because it puts me back. I'm like, oh, it's really awesome seeing him. Now, would I ever open up like, hey, I'm going to help coach it, like you start your online coaching business or whatever? No. I mean, because I would never want to charge for that. Or like, dude, I'll help people. People reach out to me. I'll DM you and I'll tell you what to do and how I did it. But I think a lot of people do it because of e-learning is growing a bunch right now. Yep. It is like a hot industry. And social media has now allowed, like the internet and social media has just been created so many ways for people to create really, really well, like good courses to sell. And it's people will pay a lot of money if they know they can make a business out of it. So I think it's just easier now to get the blueprint of how to build a business. And if you can do that, you can create anything. And that's just the most important thing. So is it a bad thing to invest into things like that? No, but don't invest into something because of the outcome. Invest into something because you're truly interested in building a business. Because when you build a business, you can, once you learn the skills to do that, you can repeat that anywhere. And let's say you don't even want to sell that product. Let's say you buy for a real estate course. You get into it and you're like, yeah, screw this crap. I don't want to wholesale. I want to do Airbnb. But now that you've learned how to set up an LLC, reach out to people, find a way to get the properties, find a way to sell them, et cetera, how to market them, et cetera. Now you just rewire that. Airbnb will be a little bit different. Again, don't get technical with me. I'm not a real estate person, but you then get an Airbnb property. You learn how to market it. You learn how to do it. You get an LLC. You buy furniture, whatever. You do the same thing, right? Or you want to do any other business. It's like the same concept. It's get a business, find a product or a service, sell it to people, learn how to market, find a need, deliver the want, and then you sell it. So, yeah, I think that's basically it. And if you could do that, and that's why I think going into this year, I think it'll be my most successful year. I mean, I don't know. It might be my worst year, actually. It might be worse than last because I think last year I was really, really pushing heavy to, like, pedal to the metal, but it wasn't healthy, right? It wasn't a healthy – the churn was high. I wasn't building a good brand. Things weren't really structured. So.
What did you say about the expectations thing?
Expectations.
Yeah, you said if you do it without expecting.
Don't, like, it's good to pay for a course. It's good to pay for a course to learn how to learn the blueprints and everything, but don't pay for a course for the expectation of the money.
That's good right there. I wish someone would have told us that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, same.
That's good right there.
We've learned a lot. It's crazy.
Good. That's good.
Like, I think we're going to be like, this is going to be the realest of the real with a lot of people. Like, this is just real. Like, could you make $10,000 a month in 3 months? Yes. But do you need to be patient sometimes to make that $10,000? It could be 2 years. Yes. It doesn't matter what it is, though. I think a lot of people don't preach the fact that, look, don't join because of the money. Join because you're truly interested in how to build a business. That's why you should join.
Yeah.
If you do that, the money will come. It doesn't matter if it's 3 months or a year or 5 years.
Yep.
And I think a lot of people aren't going to say that when they join your course. Like, hey, look how much money you can make. It's like, I wish people would just now say, hey, this course is going to teach you how to build an effective business if this is the market you want to go into. Now this can also teach you to go in many different markets if this is not the one for you. But don't come in. I wish people would say don't come in here to expect to make a bunch of money. And to be honest, so that's also why, so the way I market my coaching now, and I know this is going to pay off. I know this is going to pay off, and it isn't right now, but I know for a fact it is because I'm just being real with people. And I just tell people, I'm like, they ask me, like, what are your prices? I'm like some people were like, is it okay? Because right now, like, a big thing is coaches like to get people on the phone and then sell them on the phone. Right? I say, look, I don't care about talking about prices, and the reason being is because you either want it or you don't, and you want to be a part of my program, and that's it. You want to be a part of it? Awesome. I'm not going to hop on the phone and force you to join if you don't want to join, because I don't care to work with you if you're going to be like that. I've worked with people like that, and 100%. It's miserable. 100%. So I'm like, yeah, my prices are $250 to $395 a month. I'm just real with you. No other coach is going to tell you their prices because they just wanted to get you on the phone to sell you. I'm like, but also we hop on you can know my prices and say you want to buy. I'm like, we hop on a strategy call, and I'm like, I've told people, I said, if you just want to lose weight, wrong program. I don't even want to coach you.
Same.
I've told people, I said, all my lives, all the time, I say, if you want to join my program, it's not, we will talk. Yes, weight loss is a great goal. I'm like, but that's not the goal. I have a lady who joined. She needs to lose a bunch of weight. But I said, I brought up the fact, I'm like, don't you think like it'd be pretty cool to run a 5K this year? I have the ability to mentally say, I want to run a 5K. And then she's like, that sounds so awesome. Let's work towards that. Now that's our whole focus. She goes to the gym because she's like, I want to be able to say yes or no to a 5K. Like, she wants to have the opportunity to say, yes, I could do a 5K. Not, no, I can't. Like, it's embarrassing to ask. That's her goal. And so there's just a bunch of other goals for other ladies and people I coach. But, like, that's the beauty of it. Like, so I'm like, now I'm just straight up with people, and I don't really care.
But that's the patience of it too, bro. Is because
I think so many people have been like, the industry now is so saturated with like, no one's straight up anymore. So I think in the long run, it's going to pay off because they're going to be like, dude, Ian just said it how it is. Because I'll just say to people, I'm like, you don't need to lose weight. Or like, yeah, you could lose 10 pounds in a month. I'm like, I could get you to lose 10 pounds in a week. But let's say a year from now, would you rather? I'm like, if I told you could lose 10 pounds in a year, but then keep on losing for the rest of life, or I could get you to lose 10 pounds in 30 days, and then you just gain it all back after that, and you can never stay at that weight, what would you choose? It's like patience, and then everything relates.
Dude, I have a story about that happened this week with me. This guy got on a phone call with me, and wasn't even a sales call. He was like, dude, I just need help with diet. And I was like, okay, what's your number? I'll hop on a call with you. Like, I'm free. He was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah. And then, so we had a talk. I walked him through everything. And then he was like, well, aren't you a coach? And I was like, yeah, but I'm not, like, here to sell you because all you want is nutrition advice. He was like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, to tell you the truth, I don't want to coach people that just care about nutrition. I want y'all to be effective in all areas of life. And he was like, oh, well, how much is it? And I told him my prices. And he was like, well, dude, I'm actually, like, struggling in this area and this area. So, like, can we, like, schedule another call? And I was like, yeah, sure. But the thing is in the industry, you're taught to sell everyone regardless of their problem because they're money and you need to make more money. When in reality, that's completely false.
So wrong. And you're
so false in so many ways to the point where
all coaches are going to be like that. And if you cannot do that, you are going to be the millionaire when every other coach fails. Because every coach sees you as a money sign. If they're like, you'll know the genuine ones, honestly. Like, the genuine ones just say it how it is and they don't care like what people think. They don't care to sell you. They won't even force you to get on a call. They will literally just say, like, what do you need help with? Okay, here's this, do this, change this. They will do everything they can and give as much as they can for free until you feel obligated to pay them.
There you go.
I'm not even and this is like the
that's the waiting season, bro. That's the waiting season right there.
This is a strategy all business owners do. I use it. I literally give people, help them with the nutrition. I give them free macros, calories. I give them a free workout program. I tell them exactly what they need to do. I give them everything. Because the thing as a fitness coach or any other business, let me tell you what, they're not doing anything different. There is nothing new that they know. They know everything you know. They just know how to create consistency, and they know how to plan you properly. That's the only difference.
Yeah. And here's
if
the
you
difference.
can trust yourself, you can see the exact same results as my clients. But people want accountability. Always will. So that's what people do. The great coaches will give everything for free that other people pay for other coaching. For me, I literally give everything. Like everything that I give away for free, you could pay for another coach, and it still probably is better than their service. And then you're gonna eventually feel obligated to buy one of my products. Mm-hmm. That's just business. It's not even like it's not like a rude thing to do either. It's me giving so much to the community where people are like, man, I really like this guy. I want to support him. People want to support you because people like helping others. When you go to the store or give a homeless person money, or you know a friend who owns a small business and you're like, I want to support you because I want to buy something from you. And it's not then they're like stealing money and they want you to like give them money. It's because like they have something that you want to truly support because maybe they've done so much for you. And that's just how business works. And that's what I wish now in the industry all businesses were turning to, but all businesses are not turning to that. And that's why I want to create something different where it's like I give everything away for free.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because then I'll just have people.
Yep.
I'm going to eventually I'm going to have so many people wanting to work with me because of the compounding interest and the patience of like me actually being a real human being and not just seeing people as money, but also seeing people as people I can help. And I can only help certain people. You're seeing
people as people now, not people as money.
Yeah. And I can only help certain people too. And I tell people that.
Yeah.
I say like, I can only help you if you have these issues.
Yeah, yeah.
I can get anybody in the best shape possible, but if you mentally aren't there or like you're not ready to accomplish something you never thought you could, I can't help you.
Then go pay someone else. We don't
go buy
don't
a meal plan or like Google something.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want to be helped, I can't help you, but I'll give you everything you need. If you can't, like, I don't care.
But here's the difference though, is you're giving everything for free and expectations to get nothing in return. And that's the season. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Because
that's the whole point.
When people come to my live, or when I talk or giving people calories and stuff, I don't pitch them coaching.
Yeah.
I don't even care to pitch them coaching. I don't at all, actually, because there's just no point. I want to get to the point where people
ask you, hey, can I pay you?
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
I want people to be like, I want you as my coach. Not me saying, hey, you want a coach? Hey, you need a coach?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, I kind of promote it. Like, hey, by the way, if you guys are
interested
in coaching. You got to
promote it every now and then.
It's marketing. You have to just remind people, like, hey, I do one-on-one coaching because there's nothing in my bio that really says one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything that says, I'm like, hey, by the way, if you guys are interested in coaching, because I'll have people ask me questions. I'm like, yeah, if you're interested in coaching, like these calories and this free workout program isn't enough, you need accountability, check out Embrace the Journey. If you fit this criteria, and then I list off what you need to fit. I'm like, if you fit this, then you'd be a great fit. If you don't and you just want weight loss, see you later.
Yeah, bye. Go find someone else.
You just have to be real.
Yeah.
And I think right now that, no one's real anymore, which I think is such a great
Does the income suffer maybe a little bit?
Yeah, well.
Maybe, but in the long run, it's not. And that's the whole point of patience in the waiting season, bro.
And the people's, like, for the coach that's greedy, see people as money, their income now is going to be very, very good. The person who's actually, like, sees people as people and is very specific with who they work with and everything like that, they're going to reap the rewards of longevity and making way more lifetime money than the other coach because they will get burnt out.
100%. Here's the thing, though, is just with that specific example.
We've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it. The thing is, with the first example you provided about these people are seeing other people as money and the other people are seeing people as people. The thing is it shifts from me to how can I help you? And it's you. Because the thing is, people are going to feel a lot more value when you ask them questions about them and you're not focused on you. I had a really good conversation with this guy yesterday, and he was talking about, he was like, hey, man, like, I really want to get this person's attention, but, like, I don't know how to, like, essentially, like, because I asked him how his day is, and then, like, that's it. We don't have another conversation. And I was like, okay, well, what do you say after, like, how was your day? And he was like, oh, well, he just says good, and then he goes about his day. And I was like, okay, how many times do you think he gets asked that question? And he was like, I don't know, probably like 10 to 15. And I was like, yeah, I mean, if you're out in public and you're working a job, because I'm pretty sure it was a 9-to-5 job, he's like, you get that question asked a lot. Mm-hmm. And the general response is good, all right? How much are you going to stand out if you say something like maybe their face is down, they don't look very excited to be there. You say, oh, really, man, it looks like something's up. You want to talk about something? I'm here to hear you out, right? That is going to make you stand out way more than any other person who says, how's your day going? Good. Yeah. You know, and that's the same thing in this, is it's being patient with people, because you are going to reap the rewards later on in life. And if you don't, it's perfectly fine, because you weren't in it for the money anyway. You were there to help them out.
Yep.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. No, I mean, I really think like learning how to talk to somebody and not just be like very generic, where it's like, hey, how are you? Like, shoot, ask him this. You could this would be like one of the best. Go up to him. If you don't want to say how was your day, just be like, what was the best thing that happened to you today?
Dude, I say every time I call my parents, I don't say how was your day. I was like, what was the best part of your day? They're like, well, I did this, that. They go on for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
What was the best part of your day?
If y'all are trying to date a girl and y'all talk on the phone at night, don't ask her how her day was. She's heard that a million times, especially
why was it good? It was just normal.
Yeah.
I just did the same thing. No, say, what was the best part about your day?
Yeah.
Boom. Mm-hmm. You're going to already stand out. And then they're going to want to talk to you. Like, oh, that's really nice. He's actually thoughtful. And then you're like, well, what was the best part of your day?
Exactly.
Boom.
They're going to reciprocate.
Yeah. So
that's how humans work.
So, like, that's like just learning how to stand out, but understanding that patience is key when you're being a real person. Good one. I'm dropping bombs today.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But
I can't repeat it because I forgot what you said. But
patience is key.
No,
patience. What did I say? No. What did I say?
I forgot.
We'll have to watch back.
Yeah.
Did I say patience
I was like, damn,
patience is key if you're a real person.
Yeah,
Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's exactly right, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. That's what we've learned. I mean, I learned a lot. Last year I learned a lot, but it's a good thing, because no matter what I do, I'm going to be successful no matter how much money I make. That's it. As long as I pay my bills. I live a pretty decent life. Keep doing what I love. Focus on doing what you love. And you probably hear that a lot, but it's the truth. And it's like, it's just the truth, man. It's just the truth. There's really no other better way to explain it.
Mm-hmm. Waiting season's a good one, bro. Make sure to have faith in the waiting season.
Hope you guys pulled a lot of value from this.
Yeah, dude. I'm done here. That was good.
Yeah. No, I think we could wrap it up. I mean, there's definitely a lot more we could dive into, but maybe next podcast we can.
Yeah, if y'all have topics, send them our way.
Or if you guys have any questions about what we talked about today, or you want to dive deeper into, comment down below, send us a DM, whatever it is. Just get in contact with us. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and then we'll talk about it next podcast. So. We appreciate you guys. Episode, whatever it is, on the number on the screen. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.